Life was hard for this dream. I done starved for this dream. I done walked in the rain, stepped in cars for this dream. I done packed bags, lost all I had for this dream. Then I woke myself up and started living out my dream. Life was hard for this dream. I done starved for this dream. I done walked in the rain, stepped in cars for this dream. I done packed bags, lost all I had for this dream. Then I woke myself up and started living out my dream. Oh, that's still lighting up.
It's your Southern Queen, Miss Lala, Hood Intelligence Media. I'm here with my co-host.
Yo, it's Jerusalem, collecting minds one life at a time, or collecting lives one mind at a time. However it is, it's Jerusalem. I'm in the building. What's good?
Hey, yo. All right, y'all. So we got a great show for you tonight on Carolina Spotlight. We're going to have our special guest, DFuture, come on with us in a moment. But first, we would like to make a couple of announcements. Don't forget, the name of Marley is be coming up on April the 26th in Columbia, South Carolina. The flyer is available on Facebook. You can follow me at Miss Lala, and the flyer is posted there. I will also post it to our YouTube channel. And also, we're going to shine a spotlight on all of the graduating classes coming up, with all the graduates coming up for the 2025 class, all of the high school seniors who went to prom this past weekend and who have prom coming up. Shout out to you. Congratulations to you.
Congrats.
You keep shining the spotlight on Carolina. Thank you so much, y'all. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. So we're going to move right along with. We got DFuture coming on. Let me go ahead and get him in here. Yo, yo.
Yo, what's good?
What's good, Mr. Future? What's good, man?
Ain't nothing, man. Y'all can see me. Y'all can hear me good.
Yeah. Can you see us and hear us good?
Oh yeah. Y'all good.
I'm gonna tell you what I see. I see a white hoodie. That's just about it. And it got some little red writing on it. If you wanted me to see your face or anything like that, it's a
Don't pay her no attention. Don't pay her no attention. Hey, yo, first of all, man, I'm a fan of you in battle rap. Also with music. We were supposed to do something a while back. My health issues got the best of me, but the offer is still on the table, man. I'm dying to get on track with you and do something.
Oh yeah, man. I'm always down to work, man. I got a project I'm working on now, man. I'm about to be putting out a lot of music, so I'm definitely down to collab.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, where you from, and what got you into battle rap.
Well, I'm from Lugoff, South Carolina.
Hey,
You know, a lot of people not as familiar with the smaller cities, but we 20, 30 minutes out from Columbia, but Lugoff is a dope place, man. Kershaw County, Elgin, Camden. Uh, that's my home. So I got into battle rap when I was young, man. I seen Reed Dollars versus Trigger
Mm.
on YouTube, man, and he was 16 killing fools. Like, so that really made me get into battle rap because I love the competition side of rap. Um so that's really where it started from.
It's dope, bro.
so coming from Lugoff, people who are not from the Carolinas are not really familiar with how things operate around here. Like, so if they commonly associate the Carolinas with like Columbia, maybe Myrtle Beach, things
Right.
like that. So, if you're not in a major city like Myrtle Beach or Columbia, then you're in the small towns like Dillon, Lugoff, things like that. So, how did you get started into battle rap in the small town of Lugoff?
Um Honestly, it started, with the basic, typical lunchroom.
Okay.
You in school, everybody throwing a beat, and it's really a cipher, but y'all battling. That's kind of how I started getting into it, but that was more like the 106 and Park Freestyle Friday type of battling.
Yes,
It
I was just getting ready to say, like, you gotta be a '90s babies for the classroom beat. I mean, for the lunchroom classroom beating on the table rhymes. Like that. That's definitely some '80s, '90s growing up carrying on.
facts. I was born in '91. I'm definitely a '90s baby.
Hey, shout out to you.
Yeah,
Me
definitely a
too.
'90s baby. From there, um, once I started seeing like Smack and URL and seeing like that it was going to another level, then I wanted to like battle for real. So I started betting money against the battlers and the rappers in my area. So it'd be like we put 500 on the floor and meet at a neutral location, whether we be in the apartments or wherever, have a big crowd, 500 on the floor battling this. So that's how I got into it. And then I finally, in 2015, I heard about Barbarian Rap League. They was the first rap league I heard about in South Carolina that was like actually a league. Cause I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, coming from Lugov, I'm thinking, man, this only go down in New York and Philly and the big states. So when I found out about there was actually a league in South Carolina, oh, I had to go be a part of it. And that's where I got my start in battle rap on Barbarian Rap League.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up.
You mentioned URL. The question I have is, being that a lot of leagues are popping up, battlers are getting their own league. Is the end goal still a URL RBE card, or is it now let me get the matchups that matter to give to the fans and still get my bag?
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of the latter, but touching a URL stage is always a goal. If you're a battle rapper, like you can't, what I'm saying? It's like if you're a basketball player and you gotta
Yeah,
have that chance to ball at the Rucker Park. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things where I'm not. It's not like the only thing I'm looking for, but it is something that I want to do. Like I want to touch a URL stage at some point. But it's more of the latter though. I'm long as the business makes sense, it's a matchup that's worthy. I feel the opponent is worthy. It's something I can do to like bring more eyes and light to what I got going on. Then I'm
Mm-hmm.
all for it. That's my biggest thing now is just understanding that uh how you utilize battle rap. I think a lot of battlers don't utilize battle rap the right way as
Mm.
far as what you can do networking wise, what you can do as far as all the other things you got going on outside of battle rap. You know,
100%.
yeah, I make a lot of negotiations recently where I got my clothing line where, I may take less money up front and get a vendor spot at the event. So now I done made more than what I was gonna get paid off selling my merch at the event, or negotiating getting my commercial on all the battle footage. Yeah, networking to where even if I'm not battling, I can pull up to an event and be a vendor. And it's so many different things battlers can do to make the financial part of it if they understood that you got to utilize what you bring to the table.
Amen. So, do you have your commercial already? So I want you to send me that so I can post it to my page and to my stuff, and then send us some merch so we can also wear some of your stuff to the battles and the things that we have going on too, because we are walking billboards, and you definitely have to market and promote yourself in every avenue that you can.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I will definitely do that. I'll definitely get y'all information afterwards and send y'all some merch. For sure.
Or you can meet us at In the Name of Marley, the Bando Takeover car April 26th, and we can get it there.
Oh yeah, that actually I would actually prefer that because I'm gonna be a vendor also. I'm not just battling. I'm gonna be a vendor at the event, and all of the profits from the merch I sell is going to Robb Marley's family. So I
Love.
would I would actually prefer that so that because y'all are interviewing me for this event, any transactional money or anything will go to the family. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
the bigger picture of this event. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 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 So my question was, when did you realize that D Future was a rising star, or he is being noticed by the people, by the organizers of battle rap? Like, when did you know? Like you got that phone call and you said to yourself, "Oh shit, I made it."
Hmm. Uh, I don't know if it was one particular moment. Like with battle rap, it's more of a journey,
Mm,
and it's like little moments on the way that keep giving you that validation.
yes.
You know, like my very first battle, um, I I I completely smoked dude. His name was Hard Work, and right after that, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Joe, who used to be like on URL. Um,
Yo,
uh, the white boy, he used to go by Little Joe.
not familiar.
Okay, but he's been on URL and all the big platforms before he retired, basically. But
Okay.
at that time, this my first battle on BRL, and right after that, he said before that whoever had the best battle of the rookies, he was gonna give a shot. So after my first battle, Joe was my second battle ever on a platform. So that let me know I had something.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? For somebody who is has a direct link with Smack and URL, and he's battling the franchises, the newborns, the
Mm,
Holmesy, the God. He's battling all these big names, and for him to, give me that shot just after seeing me perform one time, let me know I had something. And then I went to New York. It was like my first time. Well, not my first time, but my first time being on like a semi-major league. I went to We Go Hard, and Troy Martin was the one that put the card together, and he was actually a URL Crucible scout. He picked me to
yeah.
as his one of his picks to go and represent him in the Crucible for URL. And that's how I got that shot. So it's just different steps on the way. I called out Clips one time in a battle because he was always coming to host. That went viral. He showed me mad love. It's a lot of different moments that let me know that I had something.
Mm. Well, we touched on it. First of all, I'm a fan of battle rap. In Carolina, my favorite battle rappers, of course, you, Swamp, Bliss,
DG.
DG, um,
Yeah.
and Robb Marley, the late great Robb Marley.
But you know what? I'm sorry to interrupt, but my new fan, like I'm a new fan favorite
Mars,
of. I wasn't even gonna say.
Geo.
I wasn't gonna say Geo either. Let me finish. Let me finish. Bars the animal, okay?
Nah,
Bars the
bars
animal has become one of
fire.
my
No,
Uh,
and City
Yeah.
Anna Jones. Yeah,
oh
See,
my god, I love
yeah,
Cecilia Anna
big
Jones. That's
City
not
Anna
even a
Jones.
question. But yes, we're definitely falling in love with South Carolina battle rappers because like you said in the beginning, um South Carolina battle rap, like you would think that battle rap is only relevant in places like Philly, New York, things like that. So when you discover that there's so many battle rappers in your area, now my mind is just blown. I'm like, I want to hear everybody because I think Carolina is the
yeah.
best at everything. So
No, 100. I 100% truly believe that Carolina has the best battle rappers anywhere in the world, and that's between North Carolina and South Carolina combined. I don't feel like there's any region that could beat us in battle rap.
I feel like that about almost every sport. It doesn't matter if it's
Mm.
battle rap, music, basketball, fighting, like whatever
Facts.
that you want to do. South Carolina, North Carolina, we gonna come with it. Like the Carolinas is real, like we real heavy steppers, and we get slept on a lot because of New York and things like because you country bumpkins and stuff like that. But most of our ancestors migrated to your area, New Yorkers and Philadelphians. You know what I'm saying? So
For real.
you really us. But anyway,
Yeah, back to what I was saying. You said all the proceeds that you're doing are going towards the family for Rob Marley, and the whole event is going that way. But what is it like to be asked to even be on the card of a memorable card like
a
this,
memorial
a
card.
memorial card like this?
Man. Uh, Honestly, it means everything, bro. Uh, it's hard to put in words, man, but you know, for all the reasons you just stated about how we don't get the respect we deserve, the looks we deserve, like Rob Marley is a true South Carolina legend. Like a
Bro, I
legit,
fell in love with that guy in battle rap ever
yeah,
since he
he
was the professor.
absolutely. He's a legit South Carolina legend. He's done so much for this culture, for our Carolina culture. He's done so much to push us forward. He's given opportunities to up and comers. He's gotten opportunities from the ones before him, and he shows up. He's one of the most original battle rappers. Like his style is
Indeed,
very there's very few who rap like Rob Marley.
his period,
Right,
the whole
you're right,
genre about
absolutely. His pen is incredible,
It is.
incredible. Since the first time I heard him, I told him, I said, "Yeah, you." I battled Rob Marley when he was the professor, and
I remember.
I honestly took that battle with him because I felt he was so talented. He was going through a time where uh he wasn't as in love with battle rap anymore. So
Mm.
he wasn't taking some battle serious. And I seen a card he was about to come up on next. And I seen the opponent. And I'm like, no shade to that opponent. I won't even say their name, but I knew like, nah, like, bro, you too talented to be going backwards, bro.
Talk
So I,
spicy. Say that.
yeah, so I stepped up and said, nah, bro, me and you, we battling. You know what I'm saying? And we had a classic battle, man. It's one of
Bro, you
my
can't be
favorite battles.
out the card.
Huh?
You can't be bullying folks off the card.
Hey, I mean, sometimes you gotta throw your weight around when it's necessary. Like, and those was one of those moments I felt it was necessary because I'm big on us as a whole, not just myself, and like what everybody else brings to the table eventually helps me. You know what I'm saying? Because it brings eyes. And Rob Marley was too talented for him to take that battle he was about to take. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, man, let's lock it in. And it gave him the motivation he needed because sometimes, you know, in the Carolinas too, we get these battles where it's like we're not elevating. It's like it's just a battle, just a battle. Because
Feelings.
that yeah, you
A
know what I'm
filler,
saying?
a filler battle.
Yeah,
Staying busy, but
Yeah,
not really being impactful. We talk about that a lot.
exactly. And I wanted, to make sure that Rob wasn't one of the ones that started going down that hole because as a Carolina hole, all of us have been through it. I was in that position Rob Rob was in before. I was in that position where I'm just battling just to battle. It's like I don't feel the progression. I don't feel like this is an opportunity for me to grow. So, once I became a vet and I was in it for a certain amount of time and I see a new battler with that type of potential, if I see them going down that way, I'll try my best to help elevate them. Because that's what it all boils down to, and that's what makes Rob a legend. Is because South Carolina battle rap, Carolina battle rap would not be where it's at without the influence of Rob and the things he contributed. You know what I'm saying? We all got our contributions, and his is just as significant. You know what I'm saying? So to be a part of this card, it meant everything to me. Like, because I wanna be able to give my flowers and to show love and show the appreciation, especially with his family being in the building. Like, that means something, you know what I'm saying? Because I would want somebody to do that for me or for any of the other greats if something were to happen where, we let people know that, you know, you all that work and blood, sweat, and tears you put in wasn't just nothing. Like, it meant something and it impacted people.
Right, right, and I really hope that folks really show up, and so that his mom can see that he meant something to the battle rapping world.
Absolutely.
100%. So I guess my next question would be: so during the Bando Takeover, in the name of Marley card, you're going to be battling Martin Luther King.
Yep. Yep.
How you feel about that?
um
The laugh
I
was
think
sinister.
Well, I mean, what? I mean, because what was the chuckle?
The
I
laugh
mean,
was
what was
sinister,
that?
yo.
um I'm at a I'm at a place right now where, let me choose my words wisely.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna let you
I'm at
say
a,
it.
but
For the
no,
sake of
no, I do want to say it though.
Don't
I'm
choose
the
the
words
words
wisely.
wisely.
okay. I'm at a place where I just feel like I'm the best in the world, honestly. I genuinely feel that way. There was times where I would say that before and I believed it, but I didn't really know it. Like, now I know I am.
I mean, I
And it's on me to show it though, and it's on me to prove it, and it's on me to stop playing with opportunities. So this performance, and also because it's in the name of Marley, this performance, it really don't matter who's in front of me.
Mm, that's
So, shout out to Martin Luther King because he has done it. He's from Charlotte, so he's also part of the Carolina movement. He's done a lot of things to help the movement as well because he battles a lot of his battles. He battles elsewhere. He battles out
right.
of.
I have noticed that.
Yeah, so he definitely brings a lot of eyes and attention to Carolina. So I definitely respect him, or I wouldn't have took the battle. Um, but I'm the best in the world. So in this particular moment, he don't matter. Like, the performance I plan to give is, what I'm saying, I plan to be the best person on that card.
well. I saw your clip. You don't want them to bring you no more kids. Do you
Yeah.
consider lean?
Yeah. I do. And
Same. I was just waiting for you to finish because I've only seen him once. I've only seen him live once,
okay.
and he definitely brings a certain level of energy. However, I feel like he needs to get through his rounds clean. If
Absolutely.
he can get through his round because he has dope material, it just seems like he struggles to get through his rounds. And standing in front of you, mishappen in that way, that ain't gonna be
Yeah,
good.
it'll
That
get
ain't
real spooky in there.
that's not
Yeah.
good. So,
Yeah.
So how many is it?
Say that again.
how many rounds?
It's 3 rounds.
Mm,
It's
my God.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm excited. I'm excited about that, man. I didn't wanna cheat this card, like cheat this moment and cheat what it means by doing a 1 rounder. Like, I wanted to 3 rounds be able to touch all subjects and topics and show, be able to have the time to display everything I bring to the table. So Yeah, this is definitely gonna be one of them ones. Like this is gonna be my best performance for sure.
I'm excited to see it. I cannot wait. I definitely want to see how Martin Luther King gonna come. Like I'm so ready because I know people gonna put on for Rob, and I feel like it's gonna be. And Rob had the greatest style. Like he got the greatest sense of style. So I want to see how people gonna come out and dress to the nines for him. And then I also want to see how people are gonna rap in remembrance of him. So I cannot wait. April 20th, y'all, is going down. So
Absolutely.
to pivot a little bit and talk about some other upcoming battles that you may have coming up outside of April 26th, Bando Takeover. Do you have any?
I actually did just lock in another battle. It hasn't been announced yet, so I can't say the name. But I will be battling in Charlotte, June 6th.
Oh,
June 6th. It's definitely a dope opponent. Definitely something y'all gonna want to see. Uh, and it's also a 3-round battle. He's a very heavy puncher. So,
Carolinas.
no, he's not from the Carolinas, but
Okay.
he's familiar with the Carolinas though. He
Okay.
battled in Carolina a few times.
Okay.
Um, but yeah,
That's okay.
I
He
wish I
gonna
could say
send
more.
the fly when they drop. So I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Okay. So that's what's up. We'll be definitely on the lookout for that, and we'll make some announcements and let everybody know that battle's coming up too once the flyer drops. Okay. So I think our last question is gonna be if battle rap was a video game. If your life in battle rap was a video game, what would
Mm.
your end game be? What would that final battle look like?
Like my final battle. My final battle would have to be battling Murder Mook or Tay Rock.
mm, mm.
Yeah, it would definitely have to be one of those. That would have to
Mm.
be like a in-game type of battle.
Speaking of Murder Mook,
Right. Because
what do you
we were
think
just
about that Hitman Murder Mook battle being announced?
Man, I'm so excited for it. I'm happy it's going down. Um, Murder Mook is he's like my Murder Mook and Tay Rock. Them my two 1A 1B. So like Murder Mook is a goat to me, and I'm excited to see him versus Hitman. Hitman is a top 10 all time great battler. They done had friction for so many years. It's like to the fact that is actually going down now. I'm super excited for it, especially after seeing what Mook did versus Arsenal. Mook is
Yeah,
in Mook is in a different bag since he got sober, and
yeah,
it's spooky. It's
yeah.
spooky.
Okay, so what do you think about that Daylight Rum Nitty battle?
Uh, I was underwhelmed by Daylight performance, but I was impressed by Rum Nitty. I think that was Rum Nitty's best performance. Like I've never seen him that complete and that like the overall from him going to angles, not just the punching, the jokes, the schemes, the just the overall content. Like he brought way more content in this battle than I've seen him do in most battles. And that
Right.
right there showed me another level of Rum Nitty. Cause I'll be the first to admit, Rum Nitty is great, but he's not my specific cup of tea. You know what I'm
mine
saying?
either.
But that performance right there, I believe that was his best performance overall.
And in that regard, I can agree with you because he's not my cup of tea either. And also, granted, Daylight is not really my. You know what? I ain't gonna put it like that. Daylight is better for me watching him a second time as opposed to watching him the first time. It just does not
Yeah.
seem like to me he brings enough relatability to his raps is like you're putting things in your rhyme to go over my head. So now I got to watch it 3 times in order to know what you're talking about.
Ah, yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And then for me, like I'm always the kind of person where I despise an arrogant person who think that they are just the end all be all. And Rum Nitty gives me that type of I'm the shit type attitude. And for me, if you're gonna have the I'm the shit attitude, you got to live up to being the shit.
Yeah.
He has not done that for me yet, but 100%. I see what you mean when you say Rum Nitty kind of brought the full energy. He brought all of the the angles that you were looking for, as opposed to his performance. As in regards to his performance, his delivery, everything like that. I can see that, and I can agree, and I can see where you were a little underwhelmed by Daylight. I can agree with that too, because I was as well. I was expecting more from him, but when you
Yeah.
gotta listen to his raps 3 times for you to even understand, then
Yeah, his first and second round, I don't know. I don't know what he was envisioning. Like, but that wasn't it. His third round was incredible. Don't get me wrong. His third round was incredible.
that
Like,
second round was so disappointing because it's like, bro, like once you say "Ayo, time" and things like that, like now you've lost the momentum with the crowd. Like now you have lost the energy with the crowd. So you going back and forth doing that. You done lost a second basically
yeah, yeah. I
because yeah,
and and I give respect to Rum Nitty because I wouldn't have let him did that. I would have went into my third. Like,
yeah, you would have
especially it was
cool.
like
I want a second. Like
time.
And
It
if
was
I'm
like
Daylight,
time.
I'm
Like,
going second because I lost anyway, according to the rules of battle rap. There's
right.
there, there's no need to even spit that verse, yo.
Yeah. But I do understand why Rum let him finish because of how big the matchup was. It's like for us to not hear the material for the after the buildup of this battle, that would let a lot of fans down. So I
I mean,
do
said it.
but
understand.
he already had let a lot of fans
Rum
down.
even said it. Come on, man, don't mess this battle up. In the
He
second round,
did.
he
He
said, "Come
did
on,
say
man,
that. He did.
don't mess this battle up." So
But he
Yeah,
had already messed it up by calling time so early and getting frustrated with the crowd. Like, bro, just rap. Like, I can't stand all of that. Hey, yo, I can't stand all of that. Like, just rap, dude.
and but see, I think a lot of that came from Rum Nitty applying that pressure to where Daylight in that second, the battle wasn't going the way he thought.
that's
He
right.
envisioned, like, I can tell Daylight thought he was gonna completely
The murder.
wash Rum Nitty. And
Yeah.
then once you in that second round and you done already got it in your mind that you supposed this gonna be a 30 and you down one
Yeah,
on
that's
the
scary.
verse being down two, like that.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's scary, and I think that's what really messed him up, especially at he spit them first couple lines and didn't get no reaction. So like now you pretty much know you about to lose this round, and so he gave up. He gave up.
So
Yo,
let me, you
like,
know
hold
what?
on, wait a minute. Light thought he was getting the nitty that Lux battle. That's what Daylight prepared for.
Yeah, yeah,
Was not that nitty. You know what I'm saying? I
mm-mm.
think he approached the game with the wrong game plan, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. That's what it was, and that's what I'm saying. Like after that first round, he realized his game plan wasn't working. You know
Two
what I'm
part
saying?
thing. Two part thing that I want to say. First thing is, and I say this all the time. Okay, because Drew, you say that Daylight thought he was getting the remedy that looks battle, and I tell people all the time, once a person has lost to you the first time, or they have been losing, and they hear people talking about them losing, that next time that they come to play or fight or whatever, their game plan is totally different. They have come to kill you, like.
Absolutely,
They
absolutely,
have come to kill you. You're not gonna say I got beat 3 times in a row and I have not come to this battle to kill you. Like this, like come on
absolutely,
now.
absolutely.
Stop expecting people to just be losers and no. If you beat me and I have been getting beat times in a row, I'm coming to slaughter. No, I'm
Yeah.
not about to get beat no fourth time. No,
And
I'm not.
speaking of that also um is another reason why. Well, actually, the first reason I done mentioned, but that's why I'm expecting a great Martin Luther King, because
He has lost a few times in a row.
one of your favorites you just mentioned, Bars the Animal, did him filthy.
Nasty,
Who's there?
Get him
nasty.
Who's there?
filthy.
That's why. That's why
So,
bars has got my full attention right now because I was like, who is this nigga?
yeah,
He,
yeah. So
he said, hey,
I'm expecting a great Martin Luther King because of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? On top of what this card means and everything else. So I'm expecting a great Martin Luther King. But I'm just saying it ain't gonna matter. But I'm expecting him to be great.
I love when you talk shit. I ain't lying. Um, so the next part, like the second part of what I was gonna ask or say is, so how does it feel to have in your mind, okay, like right now you feel like you the greatest, you the best, and then after that first round, Martin Luther King knock your ass out, and you was not expecting that. Like, what is that feeling like? How do you get through that? Like, how does that work as a battle rapper? You come here expecting one thing, something else happens after that first round that you were not expecting. How do you regain your footing moving forward?
Um, honestly, that comes with just experience. Um, I expect to completely slaughter Martin Luther King, but I also expect to get no reaction at all.
Wow.
It's one of those things where as an artist you have to prepare yourself for, if they not rocking with you, if you believe in your material, you gotta rap that material like you believe it, even if no one else in the crowd believes it. And so with that mentality, nothing he says is really gonna matter because it's about me performing my material to the best of my abilities. You know
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
that sound to me, I think that is Tay Rock's method to winning, yo.
Absolutely.
That's on that stage. One thing I could say about Tay Rock, that nigga knows his material.
Yeah.
Front
Because
and
I've had battles where I felt like I was losing after a round, and then the fans tell me I won.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? So you can't, it's just like any other sport, you can't let them see you sweat.
yeah.
Because you know, the fans and the people in that crowd can feel your energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just like I was talking about in that daylight round, he lost the moment he lost confidence in himself. Whether he was gonna win or not, he lost the moment he lost confidence in
He
himself.
did. He did. And it seemed like you could
Yeah,
see it leave the room.
absolutely, and you can't do that. I don't care if the whole crowd in there chanting 1-0-1. I don't care what they doing. You
Nah,
gotta
nah.
have
You
that.
might not care, bro, but that shit got to feel horrible. Like,
Nah, it
shit,
does. It does, but you gotta it definitely does. But you gotta
bro.
have that
Because
confidence.
look, I, I don't I don't been in the building. I don't been watching on TV. And I'm like, bro, they done talking about 1-0 already, bro. The round ain't even over yet. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah.
that got to feel
I'll put it this way:
horrible.
if I hear the crowd chant 1-0, I already know you about to lose the
And
battle.
I ain't even rap yet. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Yeah, but that's that confidence where you gotta say, all right, well, they about to be saying 1-1 after the second. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
gotta, because if not, then you might as well prepare yourself for the 2-0 chant and the 3-0 chant too. If you done already gave up, you might as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a sport. A team can go up 20 points in the first quarter and then still lose the game by the fourth. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a fight. It's just like boxing. Somebody could be winning for 5 rounds, and then round 6, You knock him on his ass, fight over.
Right. Those 5 rounds didn't mean shit then.
Them 5 rounds ain't mean a thing. He on the floor sleep. You gotta have that mentality. That's what makes battle rap such a great sport and a great art form is the competitive side of it, to where you really find out who the gladiators. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like a lot of guys can rap good, but that pressure different. That crowd looking at you like what you gonna do. That cameraman in your face. That
The
silence, the crickets when you
up,
say a
like,
bar, you thought, man, it get
yeah,
it could get spooky in there if you're not really a gladiator.
it can, because I done been on stages, I done been in front of crowds, and I had a microphone in my hand, and I done wrote my own rhymes and forget my own words. So
Yeah.
it's a different type of beast and being in front of people and having to memorize. Like that's why I have the most respect for battle rappers, because to do what y'all do, sometimes on short notice, sometimes filling in for somebody else,
Mm,
sometimes having only a few hours to prepare or whatever the case may be. Like for you to have to go in there and remember, and first of all, to write three separate rhymes, to memorize the three rhymes, and then to perform them, and then be in front of a room full of people on the stage, in front of lights, in front of the camera. You might have been drinking, you might have been smoking, like whatever, and to do that, like that is an
yeah.
amazing craft. And so
So
I respect battle rap so much. I love the creativity of it so much. And just the use of wordplay and schemes and angles. I love that. So much respect to all battle rappers. You
for
all
sure,
are dope.
for sure, I like speaking on that. Like I don't think people really understand like the as an artist and as like someone who like really takes my craft serious, just like I'm sure most battle rappers do. Like to craft something and to only get one opportunity to perform it.
Mm,
One opportunity to make the crowd resonate with it. And if they don't, them months and them weeks and them hours you just put in means zero. Like that, I don't think people realize the mentality needed for battle rap to even be on the lowest level. Like forget the top tiers and the from the lowest level up. Like to only get one time to perform something, and every time you get on that stage is new material.
right.
Every time you don't know what they're gonna react to, what they're not gonna react to. It's no song like where you going to a concert and I know these people gonna sing the song with me. I know if I mess up a line, the beat playing in the background, so they still gonna vibe to it. It's complete silence when you mess up.
And we
It's
look at like you gonna get the rhyme back or what? Like I mean, what you gonna do?
and exactly like that. It's a different type of pressure, but it's also a different type of high when you get
Yeah.
through. When you get through it and you get that justification that all that work you put in to perform this one time for this one crowd, this is only for y'all. Like no other crowd is ever gonna hear this material again, other than watching it back on YouTube. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Every
Crazy.
new
Like
crowd I see, I got new material.
I don't even know how y'all do that. Like it ain't no way. I said this bar 10 years ago. These niggas do not remember. I'm putting it in this rhyme. Like who? Me. That's who's gonna
Now, hey, I have done that with battles that didn't drop.
right.
Like if I have a battle like that happened a year ago they still ain't dropped that footage, and I got a bar that I know needs to be heard. Oh yeah, I'm gonna throw that in there. Don't get it wrong. I definitely will.
If there's nothing
Once,
new,
once it's out there on camera, you can't.
Right.
well, I can get that. I can get not doing it on camera if it's already like if it's a well known battle and things like that. But if it's something that's never been heard, if it's been put up in the vault or whatever, I
Yeah,
don't. What's the problem with the recycling of the line or hearing somebody else say something a certain way and then you're gonna flip it and change it and make it something different, make it your own. I don't see no problem with that, but I didn't make battle rap rules, so don't pay attention to nothing that I'm saying, okay? It matters what the rule maker said, okay? Not
Right.
me.
Right.
Because I feel like you should still be able to beat somebody ass even if you choke. But hey, whatever, that's not me.
Now,
So
I agree. It's very difficult, but I do think it's possible.
Like honestly, Daylight second round where he choked. When he finished that material, I was like, man, that if you'd have got through that clean, Daylight, we might have a problem right now, yo.
like if I stumble, like if I stumble over a few words and I can get the rhyme back, or even if I start all the way at the beginning and I complete the rhyme like that, I don't feel like that should be considered a choke. I just watched Hitman do it.
Right.
And it was considered choke, but sometimes Hitman could be in the middle of his rhyme or almost close to the end of his rhyme, and he'll start that shit all the way over again. I'm talking about from the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely, and
He
like
just
you
not
said,
did it.
that's but
Yeah, Whitney
that's
Whitney
like
just did the shit.
that's a strategic move. That's a vet move though. That because even that looks 10 times better than choking. So it's a vet move to go back. If you lost somewhere, instead of me sitting there for 20, 30 seconds trying to get it back, I'd rather sit there for 20, 30 seconds rapping what y'all just heard and then flow into it.
Or drink
You
some
know?
water.
But you definitely lose points for it. But like you said, that is way different than a choke though. A choke where you just flat out can't get your rhyme back.
At yo.
That is
That
that is
is
the
a
worst
choke.
feeling
But
in history. The worst feeling.
yeah, I can look. I look. We as artists, we understand. We are not battle rappers, but we have been on the stage with our own music, performing in front of a crowd of people. And nigga, what's our next word? What's your line, nigga? Like he's looking at me for his rap. I'm looking at him for my rap. Like, nigga, what is my rap, nigga? What is
Yeah.
mine? Like, so I get it, 100%. I get it, and it is a horrible feeling. And look, but like you said, like when you're artists, like how we're artists, we have our music, we have our track, we have each other, and most of the times he knows my rhymes, and I know his rhymes. So even if he don't know his own rhyme, I can rap it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he can rap mine. So that's a whole different ball game. But yeah, look,
Well, it
the battle
ain't
rap rules and guidelines, they be damn serious.
yeah, yeah. It's definitely it's I say it's a gladiator sport. It's you know what I'm saying? It's no holds bar, it's cutthroat, you gotta be careful the information you give out to people. You gotta it's battle rap is yeah, it's it's one of
Y'all
those.
brave. I couldn't do it, yo.
Yeah, I
I
couldn't
couldn't do
do
it.
it. I couldn't have nobody talking about my dead children, my sick mama, none of that shit. Cause bitch, you gonna fight.
Yeah.
We're
Now
going
don't
to fight. You're not gonna be talking shit to me, bumping all into my chest, and
I'd rather watch it.
we're gonna fight. We're
uh,
gonna fight.
nah, but that comes also too with the boundaries you set as an individual, as a man or female. You set your own boundaries in battle rap. What you allow is what you allow. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been in a lot of battles, and there's only one battle I ever had where somebody crossed the line. Any and even then it was still in a battle rap form, so I couldn't be too mad about it. But I never had nobody like mention my dead, and like especially like saying their names or saying my kid's name. Now you could have like a general bar where it's not to my kids specifically, you just saying kids in the verse. But like some people, like you said, they go too far. That I done seen people put up obituaries and see battle over for me. So I don't want y'all thinking all battlers allow that. You know what I'm saying? That really a situation where a battle rapper knows whoever he battling ain't built like that.
Mm.
So they take advantage of that said battler.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't certain battlers, you don't see them do that multiple times against all of their opponents. It's a specific opponent they did that against. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, as a battler, you gotta set your own boundaries as well. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, if you got a personal situation going on, you know, try your best to keep it under wraps. But if it get out into the public and you know you don't want names and stuff like that mentioned, you either gotta have that conversation with that battler, or if they cross that line, you gotta set that standard that that line can't be crossed. You know what I'm saying? However, you got to do that. You know, I ain't
So
condoning.
be a
You
certain
know,
respect level among battle rappers, period, where certain things that's personal is not talked about.
right, right. And there is unwritten rules. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But that's what I mean by certain battlers cross those lines only on battlers they know they can cross that line with.
Because
You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
seen and heard some things, and I just be like, how you want to be unalive? Like you want to be unalive playing with me like that?
No, facts,
But
facts,
anyway,
facts.
so we're gonna move on from that. We have already been on for a little while, and we appreciate your time. We know that your time is valuable, so we appreciate it so much. You've already been on here with us for almost an hour. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play our game that we like to play over here on Hood Intelligence Media called Integrity versus Image,
Mm,
and then we're gonna let you go. Sound good?
okay, okay. I like the name of the game already. That's fire.
Awesome. Awesome, great. So we're gonna start off with your first question. Your first question is: say you were going into the grocery store, you had to do some shopping for your home, needed some, bread, milk, cheese, things like that. You get over there by that bread out, and you see a brown paper bag tucked in between two loaves of bread. You grab it, you check it out, peep inside, and it's stacks of money, bands on top of bands in there. Do you tuck it or do you report it?
I ain't even about to get on here cap. I'm tucking that. Hey, I'm tucking that. I ain't gonna hold you. Because I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell I'm gonna tell you a story. This is this is a true story. In middle school, I turned something into the lost and found,
Mm-hmm.
and it never got back to the person it was supposed to get to.
Mm.
And so that taught me, you know what I'm saying, if something fall in your lap like that, hey,
Make it do what it do.
Must be God.
Must be the Lord.
exactly, I'm telling you. Yeah. That was a good question though.
Awesome.
Oh,
Okay.
where'd you get a load of this one right here, boy?
Okay. So for our next question, I love to ask it both ways. So, um, I think we decided to ask this question a little bit differently
Mhm.
because of some of our responses that we've gotten over time. So I'm gonna
Okay.
ask this question a bit differently, future.
Okay.
So, say you got a coworker, you are in a relationship, and you got a coworker. She comes to your house. She's trying to give you the business. She's trying to drop them or draws for you, future. Okay, and she trying you so bad. She trying to get it from you. Trying to jump on that mailer, and to the point where you got to lock yourself in your room, like you don't want to give her none, and she finally leaves. Do you tell your girlfriend about the situation or just let it ride? Or
Hmm.
do you smash?
Hmm. All right. Well, for one, if I was in a relationship, she would have never been at my home.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute at the store. My bad.
Yeah, like she'd have never been at my home. And definitely wouldn't have, I don't see myself locking myself in no closet. She'd have had to get out. You know what I'm saying? If I already done told her no. Just like y'all women say, no mean no. I said no. I said no. So I would have, yeah, I definitely wouldn't have slept with her though. Black men don't cheat.
That is my motto for that whole question. Is black men cheat? There has
Yeah.
not been one black man I have asked that question that says that they will cheat. Not one of them.
But the brown man, like me, huh?
except for one said. But however, I have been also asking him that question in this kind of way, so I'm going to ask you the same way. Okay?
All right.
You got a girlfriend. Your girlfriend best friend comes to the house and she trying to give you some. To the point where you have to lock yourself in your room. You gotta do everything besides call your girl and tell her that her best friend over here trying to give you some butt. Do you tell your girlfriend about it or do you just let it ride?
Now I definitely I'll tell my girlfriend about that one because that's her friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, my loyalty to her would be in question if I didn't.
Right.
So yeah, I would tell my girlfriend about that situation for sure.
What if it was your homeboy's girlfriend?
Mm, depending on the situation, but most likely I probably wouldn't tell her. I probably wouldn't tell her.
Why not?
If I because if I didn't sleep with the girl and I turned her down, I don't see the need of getting the drama started. That ain't, you know what I'm saying. I did my part as her boyfriend, being loyal, and I don't need to
No, no,
start
no,
no
no.
drama.
That's not what I'm saying. If it was your homeboy's girlfriend who tried to give you some, would you
Oh,
say your homeboy?
oh, yeah, 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 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
Sound like you are one of them black men that don't cheat. That what it
Yeah,
sound like to me.
yeah, yeah, because it's the same thing. Like if my loyalty is to you, then I have to. I just, you know what I'm saying? And I know that that could lead to a fallout because dudes are believe they girl and because I done been in that situation before. But for my conscience, I'm gonna keep it 100 and whatever happens after that happens. But I know my integrity was still in place, so I
Right.
would,
Right.
I definitely, yeah.
100%. And you know what? I'm the same. I can't hold water to save my life. So I'm probably going to tell. I probably wouldn't even have the intention to tell at first. I would probably try to keep it for a little minute because I don't want conflict and things to happen. But knowing me, I probably end up
Yeah.
telling too.
Especially you gotta think about the details of what you said. If it was to the point where I had to lock myself in the closet, that means she want me bad. Like I gotta tell my homeboy, like I can't have you walking around with that girl like you love her and she and y'all just the greatest couple and I just know I had to lock myself in the closet for her. Like, nah, I can't let you go out like that.
you you a real good friend. No,
Like that's extreme level. That's like it's different if maybe if she'd have text me or something, I might have brushed it off and not said nothing. But like it's to the point I got locked myself in the closet
yeah,
when I'm
she done got
around
that
her.
trench coat and heels type shit. That's what she put on.
Yeah, yeah. She gonna put one day she gonna pull up in something irresistible if I don't say something.
Right.
Like you know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely would say something.
Okay. So
That's
last.
that's a dope question though.
Thank you. So last question is, and I don't have my own book, so I cannot ask it verbatim right. But it is if
Success. Is that it?
if success was a ladder and power was the key, or if power was a ladder and success was the key, would you um build on your own or go with your team? If power
Mm,
was a ladder and success was the key, would you build your own or would you go with your team?
mm. Hold on, give me a second on that one. That's
I'm
a that's a that's a very intriguing question. If power,
Was the ladder and success is the key.
mm-hmm.
Would you build your own or would you go with your team? with your team, or would you build like with your team? Like, would you get a team to help you reach success, or would you build it on your own?
Um, I would say team.
Okay.
But team is subjective to what a team is, though. You know what I'm saying? Because a team is about the role you play.
Mm.
So it would depend on what those roles are. You know what I'm saying? If I yeah, I would go with building with a team. Yeah.
Okay. So if doors stay shut and windows stay closed, would you force your way in or create your own way?
Create my own way. Yeah.
Why?
Because forcing your way still means to an extent you're still unwanted.
Yeah, I love that response. So this is exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, like forcing your way is like even though you got in, they still don't want you there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But creating a way to where you can still be you and you're accepted to get in is that to me is more of the journey I would rather take.
100%. And and it's so crazy because every time I ask someone that question, every time I think about that question, I think about the answer to that question. I oftentimes think, ain't that what ain't that what it sounded like black folks did when it came to the civil rights era and stuff? We just wanted to force
Absolutely.
our way in, like, but
Absolutely.
yeah,
Nah,
like, that what they sound
man.
like, and they still
Look,
don't want. I mean, what are we doing? Like, but
you
yeah,
you yeah, that's a whole nother rabbit hole I would get into, man, cause man, I look and just think about that as far as how as a culture, majority of the culture during that time, it's like we wanted to be a part of the system as opposed to creating our own system. And I think that's where our biggest downfall came from because we kept wanting to be a part of a system that don't want us.
that don't want
We
us.
got to get future. We got to have that conversation.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
Yeah,
We
yeah, yeah. That's
our
why I say that's a rabbit hole. So I ain't want to go and get into it too much right now.
baby,
But
and we love rabbit holes. Just give us some carrots, nigga. We is in there, okay?
Falling all the way down.
yeah,
We gonna be all the way into the
real talk.
multiverse, just in there.
I promise you. But we could definitely have that conversation though. I would definitely love to come back and have that conversation for
And
sure.
we can definitely do that. We're gonna be jumping off another a different show coming in May. But we can definitely link up for that. We'll have Jerusalem communicate with you about that. But as far as
All right.
this show goes, is there anything that you want to promote? Anything that you want to let the people know about?
Um, the main thing is definitely this event coming up, man. This is we doing a memorial event for Robb Marley. It's gonna be a bunch of dope battlers on there. All the profits are going to the family. As well as I'll be there with my brand and my clothing line, GHNS. Y'all hit me up for y'all merch, man. I do a lot of custom merch. So like a lot of my supporters, they reach out to me. They might send me a outfit or they might send me a hat of a certain color, and then I create a custom hoodie, shirt, sweatsuit, jacket specifically for their style or whatever they're looking for. I always got the originals on hand, the original, just the black with the right writing. I always got that on hand. So if you need some merch, definitely tap in with me. Pretty soon I will be dropping my first GHNS project on the music side. I'm really tapped in and getting back into the music. I'm in the studio 3-4 times a week. Um, I'm also working on a cipher series, so y'all are getting the exclusive on that. I'm working on a cipher series where I'll be hosting ciphers, building community, building network in the Lugoff area. Um It's gonna be like a every Friday thing where artists just come together, link up. We're gonna have a DJ playing instrumentals. Um, and we just gonna, we're gonna be rapping, networking. If you come in there, you got a new song you want people to hear, you get a chance to let the DJ play your song. So just networking and building. And through those weekly cipher sessions, because that's what we're gonna call it, like cipher sessions. Through those weekly cipher sessions, once a month or once every 2 months, we're going to do an actual big official cipher called the GHNS ciphers. And then that'll be like shot and filmed professionally, promoted and promoting the artists and their brands and their social medias, whatever they got going on. But that's going to be starting the first cipher sessions is going to be Friday, May 2nd. Flyers will be coming out soon where I can get everybody the venue information and everything. But y'all are the first ones for me to talk about this with publicly. So shout out to y'all.
Hey, shout out to Hood Intelligence Media, Miss Lala in Jerusalem. We are dropping something exclusive from
Ab-
D Future GHNS. Ah, got
yes,
it.
yes,
Cypher Sessions,
yes,
Lugard, South Carolina. Y'all better turn up big in the Carolinas. Yeah.
absolutely,
Hey, yo.
absolutely, absolutely. I appreciate that too, man. I appreciate y'all. Hood Intelligence Media. Big salute to y'all. Y'all very in tune with the culture. Y'all shining light on Carolina. Um, y'all know y'all stuff. Y'all not just up here asking generic questions. So is and that's very refreshing to hear and to get interviewed and to have questions from people who are actually in tune. Not just they seen your viral clip and now they want to interview you, but they don't got no questions. They don't know what you done did. They don't know what's going on in the what I'm saying? So it's very refreshing when you can have, like you said, this interview over an hour long now, and it's been naturally flowing. It ain't nothing seemed forced, nothing seemed like okay, we trying to make it this long. It just it happened that way, and that's the keep that. That is what's gonna keep y'all standing apart from everybody else. So big shout out to Hood Intelligence Media.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Future. That means so much to get recognition from people who've been in battle rap for so long and for them to see the value in our platform and to be appreciative that, we have researched and we have studied for years. And so it's definitely very important to Jerusalem to make sure that we're not out here something like amateurs or anything like that. Me on the other hand, as a green woman, I don't give a shit. I'm dumb. Tell me. Tell me because I'm stupid. I don't know shit about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but look, that the energy you bring is definitely needed as well because you don't got no filter and you say what's genuinely on your mind. And that brings out genuine reactions and genuine responses. Like that's why every question you asked, I was able to think about it and process it and then give a genuine answer as to oppose just the typical battle rap questions. You know what I'm saying? So
All right.
keep that. You know what I'm saying? That's needed.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time, D Future. We can't wait to hear from you again. We cannot wait to see you April the 26th, April the 26th, Columbia, South Carolina. Bando Takeover in the name of Marley. Y'all definitely come out,
Yes.
beat us
Yes.
there. Don't meet us there, beat us there. Come
Yes. Yes.
dressed to death, buy you some merch. All the proceeds will be going to Robb Marley's family. So definitely come out and show out for him, show out for that. D Future will be there. He will be battling Martin Luther King out of Charlotte, North Carolina. It's gonna be a stupid, crazy battle, y'all. And
Absolutely.
like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And tell Future, say bye bye, Future.
Hey, salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all again, man. Nothing but love.
Nothing but love, man. Hey, yo, can't wait to see you, man, for real. And I do want to chat with you about doing a project together, yo.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, definitely. Tap in with me. Just inbox me. And like I said, I'm in that music bag. It's been a while, like since I really was consistently on the music side. So now I'm back into it consistently, and it ain't no letting up. So I definitely trying to work, man.
Hey.
Matter of fact, I got a track I want to send you anyway.
Y'all
Yeah,
about to talk about off,
Okay,
off,
yeah,
off
yeah,
the air.
yeah. Send it to me. Send it to me, man.
all right, I'm gonna do it as soon as I get in the crib, yo.
All
All
right,
right,
y'all
bro. We
hold
gonna
it down.
let you.
Love, love.
All right, love.
All right, bro.
You guys, that was an amazing show. We appreciate DFuture so much. Make sure y'all do come out to Bando Takeover April 26th. He did not drop the date or anything for the next battle. Well, he did drop the date. He said June 6th, and it's gonna be somewhere in the Carolinas. However, we don't know all the details yet, but when we do find out the details, you better believe Miss Lala will let you know about it. Make sure you go follow me on Facebook at Miss Lala or at the Southern Queen. Southern Queen is spelled SOUTHERN. Queen is KWEEN. Okay, at the Southern Queen on Facebook. Love y'all.
Oh yes, Jerusalem. If you follow her, you can find me. Peace.
Intelligence Media, Carolina Spotlight. We out.
Life was hard for this dream. I done starved for this dream. I done walked in the rain, stepped in cars for this dream. I done packed bags, lost all I had for this dream. Then I woke myself up and started living out my dream. Life was hard for this dream. I done starved for this dream. I done walked in the rain, stepped in cars for this dream. I done packed bags, lost all I had for this dream. Then I woke myself up and started living out my dream.